Hi, it's me, Dr. Prasad Pudilam. Continue my classes for first PUC, plus 1 chemistry, unit 12. This is class number 5, IUPAC nomenclature. In class number 4 also, I discussed or explained about IUPAC nomenclature. It's continuation. Last class, we see in the IUPAC nomenclature of alcohols. Alcohols, they are present as 2-propanol or 2-butanol, 2-pentanol. For these molecules, the IUPAC nomenclature is given. So we'll continue from that. The next functional group, that is aldehydes. Aldehydes, we have to give the name Al. Okay, the suffix is given as Al, and aldehyde functional group is CHO. Always the aldehyde functional groups comes to one extreme end, either this end or the other end, because otherwise it will become ketone functional group. Okay, therefore it is propanol. This is butanol. Second, 4 carbon atoms are there. Therefore, it is a derivative of butane. In that butane, that E is replaced by Al. That is becomes butanol. This is pentanol. 5 carbon atoms are there. So 5 carbon atoms. That means pentane. In that E is replaced with the Al. That is pentanol. Okay, these are the IUPAC nomenclatures, and we can even write this structure as a CH3 CH2 CHO. Butanol has CH3 CH2 CH2 CHO, CH3 CH2 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 CHO. Okay, this one we can further condense as CH2 twice CHO, and here it is CH3 CH2 thrice CHO. Okay, so these are the aldehydes, different aldehydes. Now we'll move on to ketones. Ketones that having C double bond O and the carbon is connected to 2 other carbon atoms only, then it becomes ketone group. If any one of the that carbon is connected to hydrogen, it becomes aldehyde. Therefore, this is ketone functional group, and it is propanone. Okay, here we don't want to mention that it is in second carbon atom. Obviously, it comes to second carbon atom only, the double bond with oxygen. If it is in the first carbon atom, then it becomes aldehyde. Okay, therefore, this is propanone. By default, we have to write this structure only. Then that is propanone. Okay, this is butanone. Butanone, again, the second carbon atom is for double bond. Here, if you give to this carbon atom, if you give double bond O, then also it becomes to the second carbon atom only. Therefore, butanone is sufficient. Okay, here ONE is the suffix used in with the parent alkane group. That last E is replaced with the ONE. Therefore, it becomes propanone. A second molecule, it becomes butanone. Like that, another molecule is given, that is 2-pentanone. Okay, why I gave 2? Because if this double bond O is in to this third carbon atom, then it becomes 3-pentanone. Okay, so here whether it is in this carbon or this carbon, then also it becomes 2-pentanone only. Whereas the middle carbon, 5 carbon atoms, in the third carbon atom, if double bond O comes, then it becomes 3-pentanone. Okay, here it is 2-pentanone. For pentan 2-ONE. That also with IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, so it can be written as CH3CO CH2 CH3, or this one as CH3CO CH2 CH2 CH3. Okay, that ketone. Oh, here we have 2 ketone groups. That is 2 functional groups. Same functional group, but twice it came. Okay, so a second carbon atom and 4th carbon atom has got a ketone functional group, and it is 2 times. Therefore, di-ONE is added. Okay, therefore it is 2,4-pentan-dione. Okay, so this is 2,4-pentane. In that 2-ONE group. ONE means ketone group. Therefore, it is di-ONE. Okay, like that, this is 2,4-hexane dione. Okay, so there are certain rules that we seen while explaining the structure. I already explained that one. Okay, so while giving the nomenclature to a carbon chain or a organic compound, we need to consider the longest carbon chain. Okay, and you have to consider the longest carbon chain containing a functional group. The carbon containing the functional group should be given the higher priority. Means it should be numbered 1. Okay, if organic compounds contains multiple functional groups, so two or more functional group, then the priority order. Okay, so this is the priority order which is given if a same organic compound contains more than one functional group like COOH, SO3H, COR, COCl, etc. Then this is the priority order. Okay, we have to consider it as in this order. We have to give the carbon atom containing that functional group as the first carbon atom. Okay, so okay, this is rewritten here with the name carboxylic acid. If you have to give always, you have to give if carboxylic acid group is there, you have to give it as the first priority, and its suffix will be OIC acid. Okay, so that is carboxylic acid. Then second one SO3H, that is sulfonic acid. Then the suffix of the molecule containing SO3H, if you, when we give IUPAC nomenclature, it becomes sulfonic acid. Okay, this is COOR, where R represents alkyl group, therefore it is RO8. Or if it is CH3, in place of R, if CH3 is there, then we can call it as methanoate. Okay, this is acyl chloride, COCl, that is OYL chloride. OYL chloride, that is acyl, from that acyl chloride it is taken out. This is amide group, CONH2, therefore it is amide. Okay, the cyanide group we have to mention, give the name, a different name, that is nitride for cyanide group. Aldehyde group, AL already we seen. Ketone, that is ONE you have to give. Alcohol functional group is there, then at the end we have to give OL. If amine functional group is there, then at the end or the suffix is AMINE. And double bond, you know, that is ENE. Triple bond, also you studied, that is YNE. Okay, these are the suffixes, and this is the order of arrangement or order of priority. Okay, so always priority should be given to COOH, then SO3H, then COR, then COCl, like that. If two different functional groups are there, then you should remember this one, this priority order. Okay, so let us take some example for a bifunctional compound. Okay, so a compound is given here. Okay, we can count the number of carbon atom already give here. So here 4 carbon atom, 5th carbon atom, 6th carbon atom. Therefore total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atom. Okay, you have to look into that screen where the cursor is moving. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atom is given in straight chain. Then we have 2 functional groups. One ketone functional group here, CO is there. Then one hydroxyl functional group is there. Okay, so ketone functional group is in the to this carbon atom. Okay, I'll give to this carbon atom, and OH functional group I'll give to this carbon atom. Okay, now remaining tetravalency has to be satisfied by hydrogen. Okay, so the remaining tetravalency are satisfied with hydrogen. Now 2 functional groups. The ketone functional group is there, hydroxyl functional group is there. So in the priority order, what we already discussed, in that priority order, okay, the ketone comes before OH. That means we have to give higher priority to ketone functional group, then the hydroxyl functional group. Therefore, this carbon should get the lowest number when we give the numbering to carbon atom. We cannot count the number from 1, 2 like that. Now we have to count from this right side. Okay, so this carbon will become 1, this is 2, and the OH group is attached to the 6th carbon atom. Therefore, it is 6 hydroxy. This is wrong. This is 6 hydroxy hexane 2-1. Okay, I will correct it and come back. Okay, so that is 6 hydroxy. Yeah, we see this. Okay, this is 6 hydroxy hexane 2-1. We'll go to the next molecule, that is CH3CO, CH2 thrice COOH. Okay, so how many carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3 times here and 1 here. Okay, so this is 6 carbon atom chain, and COOH functional group is there, COOH, that is carboxyl. Then again a ketone functional group is there to this carbon atom and give that ketone functional group. Remaining CH2 thrice, that is 1, 2, 3. Three carbon atoms I put here. So we'll satisfy the tetravalency of a carbon atom by giving hydrogen atoms. Okay, so now this is the molecule given by functional compound. Now to give IUPAC nomenclature, two functional groups are there. This is ketone functional group and carboxyl functional group. Okay, so you have to give carboxyl functional group as the highest priority, then comes ketone. Okay, therefore when ketone comes as a second priority, means if it is at the end or if it is having the highest priority, then the molecule will become Al and suffix Al will be added. Since it is not having that priority, COH is having higher priority. Okay, therefore this molecule we have to name it as oxo. Now keto functional group, when it becomes prefix, when we have to use it as prefix, we have to give the name oxo. Okay, so like aldehyde, it is a formal like that. For ketone functional group, it is oxo. Therefore, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth carbon atom oxo functional group is there, and one carbon atom it is not no need to mention because we have to write a OIC acid. Therefore, it is 5-oxo hexane or hexanoic acid. Okay, this is a 5-oxo hexanoic acid, the IUPAC nomenclature of the given compound. Okay, another bifunctional compound is given. Okay, so here which is the functional group? Okay, here it is the triple bond and double bond. Okay, so here two double bond is there, a triple bond is there. Okay, when double bond comes, the higher priority should go to double bond, then comes the triple bond. Okay, so here we can see that priority list what is given. A double bond gets a higher priority. Therefore, we cannot count the carbon atom from the extreme left side. We have to count the from a right side. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, and this goes to 5. So first carbon atom and third carbon atom has got a double bond. Fifth carbon atom has got a triple bond. Okay, therefore this will be diene. It should be diene, and it is hexane. Therefore, first we write hexa. Okay, hexa 1, 3 diene. Diene, that end in again it is replaced because further molecule further a suffix is there. Therefore, it is fifth carbon atom. Therefore, dash 5 YNE. Therefore, hexa 1, 3 diene 5 YNE. That is the name of this given compound. Okay, another compound is given 2-chlorohexane. Okay, so now let us write the structure. Okay, IUPAC nomenclature already given. So how to give the structure now? Now this is hexane. So the hexane means 6 carbon atom. So let us take the 6 carbon atom first. So this 6 carbon atom, 2-chloro. Second carbon atom has got a chlorine. Okay, that's so 2-chlorohexane. Now we need hydrogen atoms to satisfy the tetravalency of all carbon atoms. So let us give the hydrogen atoms. So hydrogen atoms are given, and now it is 2-chloro. So second carbon atom got a chlorine atom attached to that. Therefore, it is 2-chlorohexane. Now 3-nitrocyclohexene. Okay, it is cyclohexene. Hex means 6. It is cyclic structure. Okay, and ENA double bond also there, and there is a nitro NO2 functional group. Okay, the first I will write the cyclohexane structure. So this is the cyclohexane structure. Now it should have a double bond. Where we can give double bond? Here also we can give double bond. Here given. Here also we can give. All these 6 positions we can give a double bond. Then it becomes hexene only. Okay, I'll give a double bond here. Okay, can be given in any position. It becomes cyclohexene only. Okay, then we have to give the 3-nitro. Means third carbon atom has got nitro. Now, which is the third carbon atom? That may confuse you. So here, if you have to look at the cursor movement, you can count the carbon atom. Okay, anyhow, a double bond is given. Therefore, we have to give a priority to the carbon atom. Our numbering should start from that. Okay, so if I start 1, 2, 3, that is wrong. Okay, we cannot count in this direction because even the second carbon atom also having a double bond. Therefore, we have to give priority to the carbon atoms containing double bonds. Okay, so we have to count as 1, 2, 3, or even we can count as 1, 2, and this is the third carbon atom. Okay, so here at this example, I'll count this as carbon atom 1, this is carbon atom 2, and this is carbon atom 3. And in third position, we have now that nitro group. Okay, third position we have NO2 group. That is, this is the structure of 3-nitrocyclohexene. Okay, now another example. Cyclohex 2ene 1 node. Cyclohexane. Okay, so first we'll consider the hex means 6. That is 6 carbon atom, and it is in cyclic structure. So again, first we start with the 6 member ring. Now hex 2ene 1 node. Okay, now 1 or first let us consider the last suffix, that is higher priority should be given to the one which comes at the end. Okay, so OL means a hydroxyl functional group. So let us give hydroxyl functional group any of this carbon atom. Okay, any of the carbon atom also we can give. So for convenience, I gave this OH group to this carbon atom. Okay, now it becomes cyclohexanol. It becomes cyclohexanol. Now, whereas it has got a double bond in second position, that is second carbon atom. Now, anyhow, since OH group is there, this will become the first carbon atom. Okay, so in the priority list, we see that OH has got a higher priority than that of a double bond. Okay, therefore, this carbon atom, in which OH group is attached, is the first carbon atom. Then second carbon atom this may be the second carbon atom, or even this can also be the second carbon atom. Okay, look at the cursor. So this carbon atom can be second, or even this carbon atom also can be taken as the second carbon atom. So let us give the double bond to the second carbon atom. Okay, so I gave a double bond here. Even we can give a double bond here. Okay, so both are same, cyclohexane 1 node. So this molecule, its structure is given here now. Okay, now move on to aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds, we know that is benzene and related molecules. Okay, now a confusion may come. Benzene molecule, whether the correct name is benzene or 1,3,5 cyclohexatriene. Okay, this is the method of writing in IUPAC nomenclature. 1,3,5 cyclohexatriene. 1 and 2, 3 and 5 contains a triple bond. But benzene structure, it has got a aromatic nature. Okay, in detail I will explain in coming classes. So aromatic nature means these double bonds are able to move. Okay, it can shift and comes here, then this double bond moves there, then this double bond moves to the next carbon atom. So like this naming, if you give, then that is not so perfect. Okay, therefore it is not considered as such. Okay, so 1,3,5 cyclohexatriene is not considered as such while giving the nomenclature to molecule. We treat it as a benzene only. Okay, therefore this structure, all these three structures are same only, which is benzene. Okay. Now some aromatic compounds we will consider. Okay, this is a benzene ring containing CH3 functional group, methyl functional group. It becomes methyl benzene. Okay, so methyl benzene, and it is trivial name or say common name, that is toluene. That is also accepted while considering the nomenclature. But here this point I'll consider as methyl benzene. Next example. Okay, so benzene ring is there, O is there, Me is there. What is Me? Me is methyl group. Okay, so at the top it is mentioned. Me, this is the representation of CH3. Okay, CH3, instead of writing CH3, if you can even write a Me also. Likewise, ET represents ethyl functional group or ethyl group, not functional group as such, group of molecules, group of atoms. Okay, so Me represents CH3, ET represents CH2, CH3. Therefore, this is CH3 functional group only. Therefore, it is methoxy functional. Therefore, it is methoxybenzene. Methoxybenzenes are commonly known as anisole. Third example, amine NH2 group 2 benzene. Therefore, it is aminobenzene. Aminobenzene, or that is commonly known as aniline. Nitrobenzene. So this is nitro group attached to benzene. Therefore, it is nitrobenzene. Now this is bromobenzene. Okay, like that. Okay, here another example that I took containing double bromine atoms, 2 bromine atoms. Okay, so position 1, 2. 1,2-dibromobenzene. Or even we can treat this second position as a ortho group. This is ortho group, this is ortho group, meta group, 2 meta group, 1 para group. That also we'll see in later the coming classes, that ortho, meta and para positions. Here we'll give the number system 1 and 2. So 1,2-dibromobenzene. This is 1,2-dibromobenzene. Therefore this is 1,3-dibromobenzene. This is 1,4-dibromobenzene. Okay, now another molecule with a chlorine atom is there. Nitro group, 2 nitro group is also there. Okay, so here the highest preference when we give, we have to give preference to NO2 groups, that is nitro. Okay, therefore again the chlorine is attached to the NO2 and it is near to that. Okay, therefore means while counting you cannot count 1, 2, 3 like that. We have to count as 1, 2, 3. Therefore it is 1-chloro 2,4-dinitrobenzene. It's 1-chloro 2,4-dinitrobenzene. That is the EUP complex of that compound. So here it is 2-chloro. So more preference given to benzene, and this chlorine comes in between those two. Therefore it is 2-chloro 1-methyl 4-nitrobenzene. So it is 2-chloro. So first preference given to this carbon atom. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore 2-chloro 1-methyl 4-nitrobenzene. That is the name of that compound. Now another molecule given. It can be taken as 2-chloro 4-methyl. This is fourth molecule 4-methyl, and this is the methoxy functional group. Therefore it is 2-chloro 4-methyl methoxybenzene, or even we can consider as anisole. So 2-chloro 4-methyl anisole, because we know ONE group, benzene containing OCH3, that is anisole. Okay, therefore both are considered, or both are treated in the same way. So it is 2-chloro 4-methyl methoxybenzene, or in a better way it is 2-chloro 4-methyl anisole. Next example, okay, ethyl functional group is the methyl functional group is also there. So it is anyhow NH2 is the main functional group that we are considering here, amino functional group. Therefore it is 4-ethyl 2-methyl aminobenzene, and aminobenzene we call it as aniline. Therefore it is 4-ethyl 2-methyl aniline. Another example, okay, this is hydroxybenzene. So the third and fourth carbon atom has got a methyl functional group. Therefore 3,4-dimethyl hydroxybenzene. So hydroxybenzene is a better way we can write it as phenol. Hydroxybenzene we call it as phenol. Okay, therefore it is 4-ethyl 2-methyl not aniline phenol. Okay, again I will correct it. Okay, it came out. So it is 4-ethyl 2-methyl phenol. Okay, now another example is given. This molecule as such, the molecules are given. Okay, so we have to give the name. This is 6-chloro. Okay, chlorine atom is in 6th position. Okay, the main functional group is a ketone here at first priority. Okay, therefore we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 6th carbon atom has got chlorine. The 3rd carbon atom has got a methyl, and this is ONE. Suffix should come ONE. Therefore the name can be 6-chloro 3-methyl hexa 2-ONE. Now another example given, 4-chloro 3-methyl but 2-ene 1-nol. Okay, looks like very complicated name. Okay, we'll consider it. We have to consider as but. But means 4 carbon atom, and it has got a 1-nol, means 4 carbon atom containing a hydroxyl group at the position 1. Therefore it should start with a OH. Okay, first carbon atom should contain OH functional group. A second carbon atom has got double bond. Third carbon atom has got a methyl group. Fourth carbon atom got a chloro. So it's very simple. It's HO, CH double bond CH2, CH2, CH3. So this is the side group, CH2, Cl. Or we can draw the structure. Bute means 4 carbon atom. 4 carbon atom, first preference given to oil, that is OH. OH is attached to first carbon atom. Second carbon atom has got a double bond. So this is one. This second carbon atom has got a double bond, 2 in. And the third carbon atom has got a methyl functional group. So 1C I will represent for methyl functional group. And the fourth carbon atom has got a Cl functional group. Therefore, it is 4 fluoro, 3 methyl, like that. Okay. Now let us satisfy the tetravalency of carbon atom. Okay, all these are satisfied. Okay, here 3 also we need to give. Okay, so this is the IUPAC nomenclature of this given molecule. Or when a molecule name is given, we should be able to draw its structure, full structure as a complete structure as well as a condensed structure also. Okay, so this is the class 4 first PUC +1 chemistry unit 12 class 5 IUPAC nomenclature. Okay, I'll sign out from this presentation now. Okay, thank you very much and have a nice day.